Well, hello, 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 short and sweet, shorty and sweetie.
Short and sweet. It's sweaty and sweet. Hello, Call It Crew. We have another episode for
Oh my gosh, by the
you.
way, just the short and sweet again. Okay, let's just I'm just get letting you into my musical taste. That Sabrina Carpenter album now that it's dropped. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm
I'm
just
so
gonna share
obsessed.
with you, share.
Sure.
I'm gonna share with you the little thing that I want to say. Sabrina, you are fucking great. I love you. I actually I can't tell you the last time that an album came out and I loved as many songs on it. Okay,
So
maybe
good.
Taylor. Anyways, I have children that are 8, 12, and 13. Sabrines, can we
Sabrines.
can we talk about your lyrics?
So I
I
know.
love that you're so fucking horny. And yes, girls, scream that from the rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Mm-hmm.
guess really this isn't for you, Sabrines. This is for me. I need to check. I need to get a clean version.
Yeah. The problem is the non-clean versions are better.
Of course they are, because they're naughty and spicy.
I know I've played Please, Please, Please in the car with Hayden a few times. And there's that whole part that's like,
The motherfucker.
motherfucker. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
on
yeah.
that part.
Well, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, there's a refrain that is just like expletive after expletive after expletive, and it's like really truly, I think it's like it's got like a four repeat
It's a four
situation.
repeat.
And
Yeah.
by the time we got to the third one, I was like, okie dokie, I can't
You're like,
cough any
it's all
longer.
right.
I can't sneeze my way through this.
Yeah. We need the PBS album for the school run.
Which, and by the way, the hero song for me right now is Taste. And I think that if you use your imagination, you can think about what the taste might mean. And it's
Well,
not of your cherry Coca-Cola, not a little sip.
you sound so old. Out of your cherry Coca-Cola, which was shocking to me. I was very confused.
It's not just a little lick of your lollipop.
I thought what is happening? It's not a ring pop. It's,
Oh
what is this?
gosh, these are the times when it
I
doesn't feel like
can't.
a job to talk to you, Camilla. It
I
doesn't make
know.
sense that there's a job situation happening. Okay. So I love this topic so, so, so much because it's actually it has imparted a phrase that is one of my favorites to use in conversation and actually very effectively in disagreement, which is what are the tiny hills that we will die on
Die
to
on.
protect? What are the things that you're like, I am willing to die on this
Mm-hmm.
hill rather
Mm-hmm.
than let you
Do
take
this
this hill
thing.
over,
Take
do
the
this
hill
thing?
over. Do this thing.
Nope.
The Call It Crew, we have been peeing our pants a little bit because the Call It Crew sent us the best submissions for this.
Oh,
And so we're
you
just
guys
going
are
to get it.
funny.
We're going to get into it because I have opinions on some of these myself that you guys sent
Yep.
in. Okay, so let's
Yep.
take it one by one.
Great. You start.
Okay, I'm glad I'm reading this one because I have my own feelings. I know this is controversial and I need your ladies' thoughts, but pineapple does belong on pizza. 100% Ella, I agree. I don't know why it's controversial.
I don't either, actually. But to me, I've only ever seen it represented as hand in hand with ham, right? It's pineapple and ham
It's so good.
because
Who
it's
doesn't
sweet.
love that combo? Little sweet
It's
little
like ketchup on your
salt.
taco.
It's a kit. I know. Jess is already plugging the brand that's about to be released. It's going to be a hot ticket at
Our
Costco.
next submission comes from someone who shall remain nameless.
Okay, anonymous.
If you and your significant other are on a break, you're allowed to hook up with other people during that time. Again, I love it when you're anonymous. It's so obvious why you're anonymous.
Oh, you're clearly this person is already it's in the middle of a hookup on a break writing this.
Yeah, writing this with their right
For
hand
sure.
over the
Yeah.
back of someone else's
Yeah.
head that they're
Yeah. They're
making
like,
out
this
with.
is fine. Oh man, this is a tough one. This is a toughie.
It's so situational, I think. I mean, if you're going black and white, like just right, wrong, I
Yeah.
feel like I would land on oh, you're right, it is tough.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think. You can't go on a break and like 2 days later, if you're in a serious relationship this lasts a long time, you can't go on a break and like the next day hook up. There has to be a period of time, like a buffer on your break that doesn't feel like you're just like out you're cruising Bone Town the moment the relationships ended. Like you're in the Bone Town convertible and you're like, who's up? Like, can we sit on the porch for a second? That's what I feel like.
Watching the bones go by.
just let the bones go by. And then you can join them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a buffer.
Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. That feels right.
There also has to be like a very clear agreement if you go on a break, like what's okay and what's not.
I don't know. Wait, but maybe I want to say this. Maybe I want to say that I think you don't hook up when you're on a break. I think you hook up when you've decided that you're broken. Like, we're done. There's no, because also just think about it. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say you get in that convertible and you put the top down and you're heading to Bone Town and something happens and you bone someone else and then you get back together with the one that you were just on a break with. Mm-hmm. Do you have to, by the way, okay, here's another question. Do you have to divulge that?
I don't know. I do think that you don't. Here's what I think. This is a hill I will die on. I think that if you break up with someone, you don't owe it to necessarily tell them what happened during that breakup time.
What if they ask?
I think that you have a right to be like, you know what? We were broken up. But I know if you've like gone, I mean, if you've gone and banged other people, like I think you owe them a clean bill of health moving forward. But otherwise, I don't think you have to list the names.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go to what Richard has written in, which is speakerphone and FaceTime are not meant for use in public. Richard, you and I are from the same tribe. No, of course. These people that walk around in the aisles of Target on full volume speaker are out of their minds. You disagree?
I've done a speaker in my time.
Oh my gosh, Camilla Luddington, you're walking down the aisles.
Sometimes I've done a speaker.
On speakerphone. Stop it.
Sometimes it's easier for my hands to do a speaker. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I need. I know.
Never done this in front of
hill
me.
I will die on, but yet I do it to you, is you can't just FaceTime someone out of the blue.
I think you're wrong on this one.
But I will continue to do it to you.
No, and I love when you do it to me. And here's the
reason love why it out of the blue FaceTime.
I do. And I
love it.
Because guess what? Yeah. Again, you have choice. The other person has choice. You can FaceTime someone randomly out of nowhere, and the person can look at the call coming in and accept or decline. It's very consensual. It's set up to be that way.
There's only like a very small handful of people I would accept it from. And there's other people that I'd be like, what in the are you doing? How dare you?
That's how the kids feel about voicemails, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. If you leave them a voicemail, they're truly, first of all, I'm surprised. I don't even actually think that they understand how the function works. Like something pops up and they're like, what the f is this? A voicemail. Yeah. Someone left a message.
Yeah.
Because they just send each other voice memos.
Which we did the other day. We had a little voice memo situation the other day, me and you.
Oh my gosh, that was very funny. Talk about the performers in us. We had a full back and forth voice memo situation where we played characters.
We could have called each other, but we didn't.
No, we played characters.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, hit me with your favorite. Let's go one up.
Well, Miriam, summer is the best season, hands down. Doesn't matter how hot it gets. We would never be friends, Miriam. We would never work out as friends because everyone knows the answer is fall. It's just a fact.
Fall, and say more. Why fall? I mean, I know, fall, but say more.
Because I need to.
Well, it does. You can say it in one word. Say the one word that makes
Halloween.
Fall worth it. Yeah.
Halloween, but it's not just Halloween though. There's like coziness. There's magic in the air. Like I fully embrace my basic bitch in fall. I fucking love a pumpkin spice coffee situation. I love the cozy, it's like 90 degrees outside in LA right now. I'm like, let's make a soup. I just love the whole feeling of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do you feel? You're doing your
well, now that I've moved to the East Coast, I prefer my favorites. My favorite seasons are fall and spring. Spring snuck up on me. Man, oh man.
Really? I don't care for spring.
Oh, because you don't live on the East Coast. On the East Coast, literally there's like dirt, somewhere like one day, and the next day there's a fucking like beautiful green bush flower situation that you're like, where did that come from? And did magic make that happen? And then you realize it's nature. Nature made it happen.
Nature made it happen.
You're surrounded by it
Yeah.
all the time. Not you, but me. I am.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. It's okay.
So, okay, this one, my kids and I get into real tussles over this one.
Mm-hmm.
Eden wrote in and said, movies in the theater should have subtitles. No, they should not. Nor should all the screens that you're watching. Why are you all putting subtitles on? Because it drives me crazy. And I always look at the words instead of looking at the faces of the people that are performing in the thing. And so if you wanted to read it, well, then get a book. Go get a book.
I think I'm so glad that your ears work perfectly, Jessica. Some of us don't have that. Obnoxious.
Was I just behaving in a very ableist manner?
So obnoxious. No, I agree. I don't think they all need to have subtitles. I do agree that there should be an option for it, though. I don't have Gen Z is known for loving subtitles and everything, and I don't think that it's because of any sort of like hard of hearing loss situation. I like them on certain shows. There are times when everyone was whispering on Game of Thrones, and I would not have like regular shows. I don't know what they're saying. They're like,
no. Well, there's a lot of whisper actors.
There's whisperers, but I do think that there should be an option in the movie theater. Yes, subtitle option. I would not take the option, but I imagine there are many people that would. Jamie, I will never do Elf on the Shelf for my kids. I will die on this small elfless hill.
You know what? Good for you, Jamie. Because there's a particular terror that invades your life for the period of time that as a parent, you are responsible for moving the shelf every night under the cover of night. And the feeling when you wake up in the morning and you're like,
it is not moved.
I didn't move it. Or when you're too late and they see it in the same place again and you spin some ridiculous lie.
Well, okay, so here's what I do. I think Elf on the Shelf is super annoying because they cannot touch the elves, is technically the rule, right? And so it's just fucking sat there and then it's like your job. Our elves have ingested a certain magic that allows them to be touched, thrown, hugged.
Talk about boundaryless behavior.
Our elves, we got boundaryless elves sent to us. And I'm so grateful because the truth is that when they come, the kids play with them nonstop. So I actually like the elves. And when they don't move, then we know it's been a particularly snowy trip back to the North Pole and it would be dangerous to travel. And therefore, that's why they haven't moved.
Oh. Okay.
That's why you can't travel in certain weather.
All right.
Okay, next.
Okay, so James wrote in and said, accountability is not cancel culture. Holding someone accountable for their actions doesn't mean that they are canceled.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's a hill that a lot of
tiny
people
hill worth dying on.
Jennifer said, Christmas needs to stay in its own lane. I don't need to be bombarded by Santa when I'm trying to enjoy Thanksgiving. Jennifer, no.
I'm okay with Santa at Thanksgiving. Actually, I'm okay with Santa the actual literal day after Thanksgiving.
Well, that's when I decorate. I decorate the
Maybe she's okay with that too. She's not being specific. Just finish Thanksgiving and then you get Santa.
Oh, Justin. Oh. Justin. Read Justin's.
Oh. He says that a hot dog.
A hot dog? Oh, a hot dog. Yeah, you've been in New York. He said a hot dog.
Justin says that a hot dog is a sandwich.
Justin, you're wrong.
No, it's not. You're wrong. It's a hot dog.
It's a hot dog. Jackson Avery said, PDA is not cute, nor should it be acceptable anywhere. I like a little bit of PDA sometimes.
I think it's totally appropriate.
Smooch here and there.
Yes, smoochies are cute.
We don't need to be full on, there's be grinding, but like
no. But like a little cute, like tap on the bottom from someone who has said that that's an acceptable form of affection is a cute little thing to see.
Yeah. I'm laughing at
Did I get
Maxine.
too specific?
No, I'm already laughing at Maxine's.
Okay,
Read
go Maxine.
Maxine's. Go.
Oh yeah. All right. Maxine wrote in and she said, clapping at the end of a flight makes you a dork. I only speak the truth. I really thought about this one probably for longer than I was probably necessary, Maxine. I agree with you. I do. I agree with you. And I've thought of the times that I've ever clapped upon landing, which have been very
Mhm.
few and far between. I remember them being a celebration of life because I've only ever clapped when it was like a rough landing and we got to the ground and I was like,
Mm.
yes, we made it. We
Yeah.
made it.
I remember this one like comment on this though that's made me laugh. And it's like, why are we it's that person's job to literally get us there safe. Like, why are we like that's their job? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but they don't control wind patterns, and sometimes it's a
they
little
don't
rough.
know. I listen, you may see me on a flight clapping once in a while.
Yeah.
I hate flying. Wilson says, tuna is good. Tuna sandwiches are good. Tuna salad is delicious. Agree. I love a tuna melt too.
Sure.
You know what though? It depends how it travels. You can't travel with a tuna.
No, 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 no,
It's a
no, no, no.
soggy.
Tuna's an immediate experience.
It's an immediate experience.
Hey, I'm Bruce Bozzi. On my podcast, Table for Two, we have unforgettable lunch after unforgettable lunch with the best guest you could possibly ask for. People like Matt Bomer.
Thank you for that introduction. I'm going to slip you a couple of 20s under the table for that.
Emma Roberts.
When it came into my email inbox, I was like, okay, I know I'm going to love this so much that I don't even want to read it. Because if I can't be in it, I'm going to be bummed.
And Colin Jost.
You know, your wife was the first guest on
right.
Table for Two.
It's come full circle. As long as I do better than her, I'm happy.
Table for Two is a bit different from other interview shows. We sit down at a great restaurant for a meal, maybe a glass of rosé, and the stories start flowing. Our second season is airing right now, so you can catch up on our conversations that are intimate, surprising, and often hilarious. Listen to Table for Two with Bruce Bozzi on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.
Lanai,
Oh, this is a good one.
cheating on someone emotionally is just as bad as cheating on them physically. I agree.
You do, because I disagree.
Say more.
Just as bad.
You know what? Sorry, I just to see where I'm coming from. I put myself in the position of someone doing it to me.
Mm-hmm. I think, yes. By the way, emotional cheating is really hard because it means that there's feelings there, right? And you could physically cheat and there not be like feelings there. However, I feel like physical cheating, I don't know. This is a hard one. I want to hear from you guys. I feel like physical cheating takes more effort almost.
Physical cheating takes more effort.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, because listen, physical cheating is cheating. It's just cheating. Like you're not getting
Yes.
around the fact that you cheated. I just think that emotional cheating can be. I think that people can say I didn't cheat because I didn't physically do
Yes.
anything, and yet there's still a piece of betrayal there. It may not be full, but it's
But her thing is, yes, for sure. That I agree with that. But her thing is it's just as bad.
yeah, I know, but I can say so. I had someone who I discovered it's like quintessential. You discover texting.
Oh, yeah.
I know, and I was like,
Mm.
"What the what?" So it was
Oh,
over
yeah.
it was over messaging, and I read the whole thing, and I can tell you that my feeling was what absolutely felt like cheating. And then, obviously,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know yet, so I hadn't talked to them about it. So I just like was imagining, and my
Mm.
imagining was pretty bad. But I gotta tell you,
Mm.
like I can remember like the lump in my throat and like
I
the
know.
tightness in my chest
Yeah.
when I read it, and I can tell you that it felt like there would always be a before I saw that and an after in our relationship. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
betrayal was strong enough for me to feel like,
Mm-hmm.
ouch. Like, ouch.
Oh,
ouch.
yeah.
Like deep, deep, deep ouch. So when it's like, is it as bad? I mean, again, it's a spectrum, right? Obviously,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know. Cheating is.
Oh God. Oh, it's just the worst. It's the worst. Okay. I have another tiny hill I would die on. It's to do with decor. I don't think that you can hang on the wall like your entire wedding album because it's done.
When the wedding was like 18 years ago.
When the wedding was 80, I think you can have like a couple pictures, but some people treat it like a Vogue spread that they need to blow up on a wall. I think there's a difference between bedroom pictures and living room, people walking around your house pictures.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Some stuff needs to be in the boudoir.
Oh, I have one.
Okay, go.
Christmas lights up after January 1st.
Ooh, January 1st. Yeah.
Okay, January 5th. I'll give you 5 days. Take them down.
Take them down.
Because again, speaking to our earlier Tiny Hill, if
Mhm.
they're up the day after Thanksgiving, then they got to come down in January.
I agree. And I do see some lights lingering close to February.
Oh, my kids will tell you that. I get crazy. I get super annoyed driving through neighborhoods where there's still lights. And I feel so bad. A friend of mine lives across the street. A friend of mine lives across the street from a house that has year-round Christmas lights.
No. No.
I don't know how she hasn't, under the cover of night, sneaked in there and cut some fucking lines.
Well, she's going to know now. If your lights suddenly go missing.
Little snippy snip is what would happen if it was across the street from me. Oh, God.
Okay, that's good. I love that. Okay, we are going to... I like this. We should continue this I think this will make this a series. Hills You Will Die On. Continue writing us. And every I know we have so many series we want to do. Continue writing us.
Yeah,
because this is so much fun and it's making us think of the hills we will die on.
Yeah.
All right, Jessica, you want to call it?
This was fun. Yes, please. Let's call it the end of the episode.